are overlanding. We are going to do some mountain trails. I'm going to earn some Jeep badge of honors, hopefully. We'll see. A little nervous. Jesse is behind me in the Hummer, and he is pretty much loaded to the max. He's got pretty much everything we need for the trip in the Hummer, including the tent. Yes, we will be tent camping. We are going to Colorado, and we are going to tent camp with the bears. Airbnb that we've ever stayed in. So don't go anywhere because I think you might want to see it. Well, we have landed. We are in Hanston, Kansas. As you can see, there's like a, I don't know, ag thing over there. So it smells kind of like cow feed, but hey, it's Kansas. What do you expect, right? We're in the Midwest. There's a lot of places in Missouri that smell that way too, so not a big deal. Could be way worse. So this is our little Airbnb. It's a tiny trolley car. Isn't it the cutest little thing ever? This is actually kind of a nice little town. It's very rural, as you can tell. It's like gravel roads. They don't have like paved roads really. I think we came down one getting in here. Very, very good parking area. So we got room for both the vehicles, which is nice. That's cool. It's pretty cute, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, it's little.
Yeah, it is little. We only need it for one night. We're gonna rest up, shower in the morning, and we are gonna head to Colorado. I'm gonna take you in and show you this little tiny trolley Airbnb in just a second. I gotta get Darby out. So here's the inside. Now we already brought in, that's ours. Brought in our bags and things. It's a little love seat. It folds out into a bed. There is a TV. I love this table. Isn't that cute? Got a sink, no stove, but there's a microwave, a coffee pot, fridge, even get some little coffee cups. She left coffee and breakfast. It's awesome. cutest little bathroom ever with a really nice shower, which we will be utilizing in the morning before we take off. What you think, Darby? I think she's just glad to be out of the Jeep for a while. We are going, oh yeah, and there's even a little doggy spot with little dog dish, little doggy pet wipes. That's awesome. Of course, Darby is definitely utilizing the dog dish. So we are going to get settled in here, and then, I don't know, we might take a little walk around town or something. I think there's an old church here that I was hoping to get a picture of. Let's show you a little around Hanston here. That looks like that was probably an old filling station. This is an old little town. We were hoping to find some information on it, but we hadn't found any. Don't know what that used to be, but that's obviously very old too. I like that one. Looks like that one might be their city hall. Who knows what it was years ago. They even have a cute little playground. Isn't that cute? They do have a modern bank. Ooh, it is windy out here. And then we get over here and it says it's the Hanston Senior Center and the Hanston City Library. How cute is this little town? It's so tiny. Aw. Wish there was dates on the buildings. I was looking specifically for this church and I found it. So this one was established in 1908. I mean, that must mean that the town is at least that old, right? That would be my conclusion. Funny, because the town is really not that big at all. They do have a little school though, and I had to GPS us to this because we couldn't find it. Kind of funny. It's actually not too far from our Airbnb because there's the ag place, so we would be like right over there. I'm gonna take a few pictures of this. Having some dinner, just doing some of these little microwave completes that we brought with us, and we brought hot dogs and buns. Gonna just have some easy dinner. Maybe a little bit of complimentary wine. Why not, right? And then I think we're just gonna relax and probably watch some YouTube for a little while. Just in case anybody's wondering, the little sofa pulls that into a little twin-size bed. And since we didn't want to be squished up together, even though, I mean, I like him and all, and I don't want to be squished that close, we brought in one of our air mattresses, and it fit perfectly. It's a twin right there, and me and Darby slept over here. It was fine. Just trying to get things all nice and straightened back up before we head out. Jesse's packing stuff up, getting it all loaded. We're about to make our way to Colorado. I wanted to show this. She said this is a memento of our stay here. It's a little trolley car, and it smells amazing. Isn't it cute? I love it. I love it. Well, I guess next scene is we're going to be on the road. We're still in Kansas. Look, there's actually a rest area coming up on this desolate road that has been nothing but miles and miles and miles of fields. When people think of Kansas, this is probably what most people think of. But there is some pretty parts of Kansas. We are actually getting close to Garden City, Kansas, and I'm gonna run in there. I want to get an SD card for my GoPro, a bigger one, because I'm hoping to do quite a bit of filming on this trip, on getting these overlanding videos, the trails and stuff. There's the little rest area right there. bunch of fields. We have passed through a couple of towns since we left Garden City. It's just so barren. Just a cool little tidbit of info here. If you watched our mirror install video, you know that it came with a cell phone holder that I said, I probably won't ever use that really for my cell phone because, you know, if my doors are off, I don't want my phone flying out. Plus, it's just kind of in the way, even though I did move it and moved it to the top side rather than the bottom side where I originally had it when I installed the mirror brackets. But I found something interesting to do with it. I put my radio on there and it works awesomely. So it sits there. I can hear it very well when Jesse talks to me from wherever. Right now, of course, he's behind me in the Hummer. But it's also easy. I don't have to search around for it, trying to figure out where my radio is in the Jeep, make sure it's on in the cup holder thing or attached to my shirt, whatever. It's right there. I can just reach up, hit the button, and reply. It's very handy. So if you do get one of these and you think, oh, well, I'm not going to use that for my cell phone. Well, if you do handheld radios, you might want it for that. Have I mentioned we're still in Kansas? Hey, but look, we have a hill. We've actually been having quite a few hills, so we got to be getting a little bit closer to Colorado, right? Jesse's back there. Can you see him in the mirror? We're doing good so far. We did have a little issue at the gas station. Our Chase card decided to not work. We're not for sure why. He called. Of course, you can never get a person. Got an automated thing. We've not had any charges or anything. It's just from us using it. We've always used that card when we traveled, and we've never had an issue with it. So we're not sure if it's because we're filling two vehicles up on the same account. He found in the automated system, he found an option to select travel mode or I don't know, something. So he selected to turn that on. I don't know if they've locked the card, if it will allow it to work now.
Just went back an hour.
Oh, we went through time change. See how that worked with that worked nicely. Cool, so we definitely are getting closer. I don't have nav on right now. I couldn't get it to work. I was getting frustrated with some things. We got 75 miles on this stretch of road, so I'm not too concerned. When we get stopped next, I'll mess with the navigation. Yep, we're still in Kansas, and it went back to being a little bit flatter. Man. So up here on the left is a little adorable abandoned house. That is so cute. Love that. I've seen several abandoned houses along here, but I'm assuming because, well, there's nothing out here. Yes, we're in Colorado. The funny thing about eastern Colorado is, well, it pretty much just looks like western Kansas. Oh, we know. We've been this way before. It still amazes me how much it looks like Kansas over here. Oh, boy. Well, did you see that? That was something. Holy macaroni. Now we're on a new highway in Colorado. Highway 10. Still pretty much just fields. Gonna be on this highway for 72 miles. Oof. Got my nav to work. Stopped at another Love's and got gas. Used the Chase card and it worked. So not sure if it's because he swiped with barcode instead of using the chip reader, or if it's because he selected that travel mode on the automated system, or if it was just something to do with that one loves pumps and it wasn't wanting to read our card. Don't know, but it worked, and I'm glad because we use that when we're traveling for gas. So, here we are in Colorado, still heading towards our campground for the night. Well, actually, hopefully, if we get the campground that we want, hopefully we'll be there for 3 nights.